around 1 o'clock and also over on our 3 o'clock on our right side, you may have noticed a couple of these islands floating inside the harbor here. Now, despite what they look like, being designed to almost resemble resort islands, these are actually whale islands. So, when oil was discovered in Long Beach, of course, it is a very profitable opportunity, but that comes with these ugly-looking oil rigs where they can be, and so Long Beach did not want them where they can be seen by beachgoers, so they designed these 4 completely artificial islands to surround and enclose the oil activity. So that's what those islands are. And over on our left side, you can see a giant dome-shaped building. That is known as the Spruce Goose Dome. Its original purpose was to house a plane called the Spruce Goose. The Spruce Goose was a giant wooden plane, but it was a bit of a failure. It went way over budget and only flew a total of 1 single time before being grounded permanently. And now that Spruce Goose Dome has been repurposed as a cruise terminal, so oftentimes you'll find a Carnival cruise ship docked up here next to it. And if you plan on going on a Carnival cruise ship that departs from Long Beach, you'll actually go through that giant dome building over there. And then over on our left side, also right next to the dome, is perhaps Long Beach's most iconic landmark, and that is the Queen Mary. Now, the Queen Mary has quite a rich history. She was built back in 1933, and back in her prime, back in her heyday, she held the speed record for a ship of her size for a number of years. When World War II came around, she was converted into a troop transport ship. She was repainted a stealthy gray color and renamed the Gray Ghost. She was very successful at her job to the point that the German military actually placed a bounty on her. As you can see, though, by her being here today, that bounty was unsuccessful. So following the war, she continued as an ocean liner for a few years, even did a couple cruises here and there, and then finally in 1967 took her final voyage to here in Long Beach, where she has resided ever since. Now, typically, the Queen Mary operates as sort of a floating hotel now throughout the year. Unfortunately, though, since the start of the pandemic, the company that did own the Queen Mary has now turned over, I believe, to the city now. So there's some maintenance being done. Lots of repairs that need to be done. So the Queen Mary has been closed since then, but hopefully she'll get back up and going here real soon. And as you can see, folks, our view of downtown Long Beach has now returned. We're going to be docking up here in just a few minutes. So I do want to take this opportunity to thank you all for coming out and spending your day with us. Hopefully you did enjoy our trip. The waves were a little bit much to be getting there, but hopefully you had fun riding them out, and hopefully it wasn't too bad. But we did get a really, really cool trip. We got to see 3 different species today, so that doesn't happen every single time. And if this was your first whale watch, this is a pretty good bar to set. So we did get to see those 2 harbor grays feeding inside the harbor there before we left the breakwater. And then we got to see many hundreds of those common dolphins surrounding us, feeding and doing all sorts of things. And then at the end there, we did get to see the elusive fin whale. Now you maybe see why I said that they're a little bit skittish. They sort of take off pretty quick, but we were able to get a couple good views there at the beginning. And now you get to say that you've seen the second largest animal on the planet. I think that's pretty cool. Now we're going to be docking up here in just a few minutes. I'm going to pass the mic back on over to Captain Kevin, who's going to walk us through how we're going to dock back up. If you thought of any last-minute questions about those animals, or like I said, if you have questions about the aquarium, you'll be able to find me at the bottom of the exit ramp. I'll be happy to stop and chat with you more if you have questions, or if you just want to chat about anything we saw today, I'll be happy to do that as well. So thank you once again for coming on out, and have a great rest of your day here in Long Beach.
let you guys know when it's if you guys did enjoy the trip out there today, did think the crew did a good job. So have a little thank you jar, a little tip jar there on the way off the boat. Of course, that is never mandatory, but very much appreciated. Also, on behalf of Harbor Breeze Cruises and your crew members, I'd like to take this time to thank everyone for coming out with us. And we do hope you guys enjoy this afternoon right here.